This is Feel Better with Lauren. I'm Lauren. Welcome to my unending journey to bring yoga to everybody, even people that look like this. So let's get into it. So today I'm dealing with a little bit of pain, a little bit more than usual in my neck and in my back. And yoga has helped this a lot. And it's helped a lot because of the stretching and because of the strength thing. The other thing that it helps with this pain that I have found is that when you activate these muscles and hold on to that, it can get rid of a lot of pain once you release that. And I've talked a bit about that before. There's definitely worlds of isometric exercises, which is clenching them and releasing them. And hey man, yoga figured this out a whole long time ago. So let's just start, and we're going to just do a lot of activating today and releasing. So sort of sit there with your palms facing forward, like I always think like you're standing on the edge of a cliff, looking at the world around you. And take a big breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And in through your nose and out through your mouth. And in through your nose and out through your mouth. That gets rid of that stale air that you have in your lungs. We're always carrying around this sort of residual air that's in our lungs. They're about half full, and that air doesn't really move. It just gives capacity to your lungs. So this has refreshed all of that. Now, standing here again in this standing on the edge of a mountain, looking out over everything with your palms facing forward, I just sort of want to get you in touch with your body, and I want to just sort of move around. Move your shoulders up and down, see what's pulling. Circle your head around. Maybe move your legs a little bit. Twist a little bit. All these things, and just, these are things that we're doing all the time, obviously, but in this case, we're just trying to focus in on what it is that's sort of pulling you back. What's that tugging at you? And for me, it's all around my head today and my neck. And everything pops and clicks and moves. So let's take this sort of prayer position. Your thumbs onto your sternum, about the same height as your elbows, and we'll interlace our hands, and we're going to interlace and on inhale, and then as we exhale, we're going to push it, and we're really this time going to try to activate all our muscles. So you can activate all along the front of your body, activate your back muscles, activate your neck, really like you're holding back the world. And keep breathing in and out through your nose, nice and calm and relaxed. Now, when you inhale, let's go all the way above our heads. And again, everything activating, like you're pushing the sky down off you, or up off you. Now inhale and exhale, put your hands behind your back, and again, squeezing everything, activating your body, activate the front of your body, and look up to the sky. You're even clenching your butt cheeks here. And keep breathing in and out through your nose. You're not straining, but everything is activated. And then on your next inhale, come back to that prayer position, nice and balanced all around, and just everything is relaxed. Just sort of easily breathe right now and don't flex anything at all. Okay, now this time we're going to put our left arm out and our right hand, and it's going to pull your right ear to your right shoulder. So stretch into that, relax into that, and we are going to get a little stretch. Now, what we're going to do different than we often do is we're going to push this way, as in to the left with our head, and we're going to resist that with our hands. So you're pushing against the force of your hand. Keep breathing. You're not trying to hurt yourself. You're just trying to activate all the muscles on your right hand side. And inhale and relax everything down. And see if you can stretch your neck a little bit more. And we're going to do that once more. So inhale, and then try to straighten your head, pushing it to the left, and you're going to resist it with your right hand. You're pushing against that. And don't forget to breathe in and out through your nose. And inhale and relax, and everything relaxes. Now, let your hand go up to the normal here, and we're of course going to do the other side. So your right hand out, your left ear to your left shoulder, nice and relaxed, and just stretch your left ear down to your left shoulder as much as you can. And now inhale, and then on your exhale, you try to straighten your head, but you're going to resist with your hand, with your left hand. And then inhale and relax everything, and just stretch your left ear to your left shoulder a little bit more, if it can. We're not forcing anything here at all. And then an inhale, and we're going to try to straighten our head again. And push against your left hand. And inhale and relax. See what that's doing to your neck right now. Okay, now our hands behind our head. We want to put our chin to our chest and nice and relaxed. So we're stretching at the back. You might feel that stretch in the back of your neck, in between your shoulder blades. Nice and relaxed. And then, you guessed it, you're going to try to straighten your head, but you're going to resist it with your hands. And inhale and relax everything. Super, super relaxed, all those muscles. Let's just try to stretch our neck, our chin down a little bit more of a stretch. And then inhale, and you're going to try to straighten your head, but you're going to resist with your hands. And resisting. Again, you're not hurting yourself, but you're doing firm pressure with your head against your hands. And inhale and relax everything. Okay, that's doing a little bit of something for me. And then the last thing we're going to do is I'm just going to hold onto my chin, and you're going to try to stretch push your chin all the way back towards the back wall. So you're just stretching again at the beginning. Everything relaxed. Your chin's going back as far as you can, trying to give yourself a double, triple, quadruple chin. And then you're going to push forward and you're going to resist that push against your hands. Inhale and relax everything. And once more time, you're going to push your chin all the way back, creating as many chins as you can, but you're not hurting yourself. And once you're back as far as you can, you're going to take an inhale in and try to push your head forward. And one more inhale in and relax. Well, everything's moving, everything's clicking. Okay, that's helped me a little bit already. Okay, now let's go to the back of our space here. And we'll just put our hands back in that prayer position. Again, up to the sky as far as you can, and then kick your hips out, still breathing through your nose, and everything's activated. Like really activate your butt, activate your quads, activate your arms. So not straining, but everything's engaged. And try to go back as far as you can. One more breath in and back to that prayer and up to the sky, nice and relaxed. Stretch, just reach that sky as far as you can and bend over and touch your toes. Oh, crikey. And if you're like me, maybe this is resisting you a lot today, but maybe not. Go down and bend your knees a little bit so you can touch the ground. Let your head hang nice and loose. And then once you sort of got how far you can bend, grab onto your elbows so you can use it as weight. Let your head go ragdoll and try to straighten your legs as much as you can. Now inhale, interlace your hands behind your back and let those fall over top of your head. Again, as ragdoll as you can. Bend your knees a little bit if that helps, and then as you fall over, straighten your legs up. This is sort of putting my back in tension, that fascia that runs all behind you. And one more inhale in, and your hands go to the floor. Put your hands on your shins. Do a halfway lift as you inhale, and fall down for an exhale. Inhale. Exhale, fall forward, fold, and then with your feet in the same spot, slowly. I don't know if you can hear all that popping and clicking. Go into that squat. And if you can't squat, you can go sit on your knees for a sec. This sort of getting to this space of stability opens up everything, opens up your hips, get your back as straight as you can. Now from here, put your hands forward and just roll over onto your knees. Your toes on the floor, and let's really get a good stretch on the back of our feet. Okay, you might want to just push back into your feet a little bit. You don't want to lock up your head at this point, but you really want to have some good, strong and good feelings on your toes. Now from here, we're going to go into that puppy pose. Stay on your toes if you can. Your knees below your hips, your arms in front. Get your head to the mat. Get your chest going towards that mat, and stick your butt up in the air like a puppy. So this is combinations of stretching and engaging and releasing, making space with your breathing in and falling to that space when you're breathing out. Inhale. We're going to stay on our toes. We're going to go into bridge pose here. Into tabletop with your wrists underneath. We'll do just a moment of a cow, and cows when we drop our belly and our butt goes up into the air as much as we can. That's relaxing into that. And then when we go into our cat, we're going to do a more engaged cat this time, if you can. You're going to push the earth away from you. You're going to arch your back as we always do, but the next thing we're going to do is lift our knees off the mat, and that'll help engage everything on the front of us. And we're going to hold that, again, not engaged, tight, flexed, but not straining, okay? So let's just do the cow, relax, butt into the air, head into the air. That's on an inhale, and then exhale into that cat. Put your shoulders away, and as your back goes away, your knees lift off the floor. The front of your body is engaged. Your quads are engaged. And keep breathing through your nose. And on your next inhale, relax into that cow. Sorry, next exhale. And then inhale, we'll go back to that cat. You arch your back. You keep arching, and as your butt arches up off the ground, our knees lift. And then you're engaging everything. And then inhale, and then exhale. Relax everything into cow. And then on your next inhale, we're going to go back to that cat one last time and really push the earth away as your shoulder blades separate, your knees come off the floor, the front is engaged, your back's engaged, your quads are engaged. And inhale and exhale that cow. Your butt goes to the air, your belly drops, your head goes up. Let's untuck our toes. Take 2 seconds to relax. So our big toes close together. And into that child's pose. Your forehead's going to the ground. Your arms are reaching out. and your chest is going to the ground. One more inhale in, and then as you exhale, you're going to slide forward into a baby cobra, or a cobra. And here we're going to engage everything again, the back of our back mat, the lower back rather, your butt, your still breathing calmly through your nose, but everything's engaged. And one last breath in, and relax everything down. And let's just stay in this. Just be a little relaxed for 2 seconds. Forehead on your hands that are crossed in front of you. And into another one of my favorites. Your left hand on a 45-degree angle on your mat. Your right leg comes up. And push out of your shoulder. Pull your quad. And this time we're just going to engage everything. And one more breath in. And then relax everything. Your left arm goes out beside you. Your right leg bends. And really relax into this broken wing twist. And one last breath in. And roll over into our stomach. Nice and relaxed again. This time your right arm on a 45-degree angle. Your left leg back. And engaged as we push out of our shoulder. Engaged as we're pulling our left heel to our butt. And one last breath in. And relax, release everything. Your right arm out this time, your left leg bent. And this broken wing on the other side where we relax into our body, let it twist a bit and stretch. One more inhale in and roll back. Now, next is we're going to go and do that yoga push-up. So just stay here, relax, shake out your breath as you just listen to me for a moment. You're going to go up on your toes. So bend your toes. You're going to lift your knees off the ground. And you're going to lift your quads off the ground. You're going to put your arms beside your chest. And you're going to keep your elbows in to your rib cage. And you're going to push up to where your elbows are just less than a 90-degree angle, depending on how you're looking at it. So a little higher than the 90-degree angle. And you've got to keep your elbows in by it. Now, if you can't do this, sort of freeze in this push-up, which I can't do very long, push all the way up to a plank if you can. If you can't do that, just go back to get to the plank by going through child's pose, the back way, and then just come forward for it. So let's see if we can do this. So your hands beside your chest, your elbows tucked in nice and tight, your knees are off the ground, Your quads are now lifting off the ground. You're on your toes and you're pushing up. And you're staying in this low push-up. The front of your body's engaged. Your back's engaged. And then push up to plank. You can go longer. Pause the video and go as long as you can. And we'll just stay here in plank, nice and engaged here as well. Now from plank, back to downward dog. We're going to push up, and this feels engaging, but it's actually relaxing. Nice straight line from your wrists to your elbows to your shoulders. Bend your legs, maybe pedal them out a little bit, just to get the mechanics right. And then push back into that downward dog. Once you've got that straightening, see how much you can straighten your legs. Your heels going towards the ground. Maybe they go all the way. Not me. And just take a second to breathe. Now, your right leg to the air for three-legged dog. Go up on your left. And here, we're going to engage and hold our right knee to our chest and really push everything away. We're going to hold on to that for a sec. Keep breathing. One breath in and out to lizard lunge, which is your right foot on the far side of the mat, your arms just inside your foot, your hands rather, and relax into that. Straighten your back. So again, from engaged to relaxed. If you can go forward, you might want to go into that sleeping lizard. Now you're going to bring your left foot up behind your right foot. And whilst we're here, we'll again do a little twist. Again, this is relaxed. Your left arm to the sky, your right arm behind you. Twist. And your elbow, your forearm, or your tricep is hooked onto your knee, even your hand. And just twisting around, looking the other direction. Inhale. We'll go back to that lizard lunge. Maybe we've got a little bit more space now. And then back to that plank. Tidy it all up. And then back to downward dog. This time your left leg to the sky. Nice and straight. Up on your right. Bring your left knee to your chest. Push that ground away. Engage everything. And then step your left foot through the lizard lunge on the other side. Again, straighten your back if you can. Down to that sleeping lizard if you can. Up again. This time your right leg behind your left. Your left arm behind you. Your right arm to the sky. and twist around. And inhale and exhale. Back to lizard lunge. And then back to plank. Tidy everything up. Back to downward dog. And then walk or float up to the top of your mat, nice and slow. See how that feels from before. You can bend a lot more. Down into a ball, up to the sky. Into that prayer position. And we'll go down once more. You don't have to fix your shirt at home. No one needs to see this here. Arms above your head. And then roll back into a reverse tabletop. Getting towards the end. Dig your heels in. Push everything up. Nice and engaged. A little bit more today. A little bit more flexing your belly. Next, inhale in. Exhale, put your butt down. And from here, reach forward. And we're going to put your arms forward. And we're going to go into boat pose where everything's engaged. My shins are parallel to the ground. My shoulders are back. My shoulders are away from my knees. I've got good engagement all in the front of my body. My toes are engaged. My hands are engaged. I'm going to slowly stay engaged and go down to a low boat if I can. And then I'm going to relax everything down to the ground. Just let my knees windshield washer, windshield wiper blades. And from here, lift my feet up. Little happy baby action. Nice and relaxed. Everything falling open. Straighten your legs a bit. And let's put our feet down. Last bit of engagement today into a bridge pose. Your hands are close to your heels. You're going to push up out of your heels, push up out of your pelvis. And this time we're going to engage everything. Not your head though. Keep a good space between your chin and your chest, but really push up. And we're going to expand on this move later. But right now everything's engaged. My belly, my butt, my quads, up on your toes, hands above your head, still engaged, and engaged as you slowly drop your hips all the way down to the ground, to relaxed. Always talk to your healthcare professional before starting a new regime. If you experience pain, discomfort, or dizziness, slow down or stop. These videos will become easier each day, but if it doesn't feel right today, go slower or move to another video. listen to your body.